Classmates, and today I'm gonna basically be ranting to you about a topic, or you could basically call it an organization that's basically pop culture revolves around, and it's really popular today, and there's basically a lot of controversy in it. So I'm basically going to be ranting to you guys about Hollywood. So it just really gets me aggravated how, sometimes today people just in our society just like idolize actors as if they were some sort of like, saints or martyrs or angels, It just doesn't make sense because they're exactly like same humans as us, they're normal, but people just basically go over the top and, they just think as if, Hollywood is some sort of heaven itself, and, or Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise are gods themselves, and basically the world revolves around them. It's basically kind of stupid, and as a Christian, I just think it's preposterous that think about it. And it's really ridiculous how some crazy fans, just like go out of their way to do this. They basically wait in line like a whole day, like hours on end, just to get an autograph or even just get a glimpse from a movie star or an actor. They're just, again, I'm saying this again. They're exactly human, like they're human, normal humans like us. It's just ridiculous how people just go over the board with this. And another thing that just gets me really aggravated about Hollywood is, it just shows us how we should be and how we should look, and whether it be, with all this high school drama or teenage drama movies that they make, basically showing us how we should be and how we should look. Whether it be skinny for girls or, muscular for guys. And this might not be a very big issue for us guys, but for girls it is because, they're much more subconscious than we are. So basically when they see these actresses and movie stars all skinny and have these perfect bodies, they basically get really subconscious about themselves, and it could also lead to them becoming, bulimic, or just hating their bodies, which is really disturbing. Also, it's very noticeable in movies. They just play, place like and display very unrealistic realities in their movies. Things that obviously aren't really gonna happen in real life. I mean, it's good sometimes to do this, but it just goes over the board with a lot of movies. How the main character in the end always gets the girl, or how he always like achieves this final obstacle. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of movies out there that are very inspiring and have really good plots, but it just goes over the board, and it's just ridiculous sometimes. Also, Hollywood like forces us to waste a lot of money on different things. I mean, actors and actresses are basically the major spokespeople for different styles and designer clothing, and this basically goes back to the fact that we idolize these actors. They basically wear these designer clothes like Versace or whatever, and basically we idolize them so much that we go and buy whatever they're wearing, and basically we could be spending the extra $100 on designer clothes. We could be spending on something else that's basically more important in life. Speaking of wasting money as well, like a lot of movies out there just spend millions of dollars on actually making the movie, when in the end they make absolutely no profit on selling it, because they're just horrible movies that come out and nobody watches them, so there's just no profit. It's just money going down the drain again. Also, there's major issues that come out of movies, like things that could be very influential against children and people like that, like basically racism, judgmental thoughts that come out of movies. I mean, sometimes they could show really good lessons, but sometimes it just goes over the board as well. Like basically when kids watch these movies, it's just they could grow up becoming and thinking very judgmental thoughts, and becoming prejudiced against other people, other races and cultures. What's another issue, which is also very bad against children, is the violence in movies. The violence in movies I guess it makes a movie a lot better in many people's opinions, I think too. I mean, when I see a movie about, guns and stuff, I kind of get hyped up too, and I wouldn't mind taking a rifle and going into the woods and like shooting random things, It just gets me in that mood, But again, when children watch these movies, they think the same thing, and they grow up thinking this, and it's not a good thing, because then you have other issues like shootings and stuff, and basically it all comes back to the same thing, it's all the movies that kids watch today and the video games. It all revolves around Hollywood. And I don't know if you guys really noticed this, but in a lot of movies today in Hollywood, everything's just really, really cliche, and there's no originality anymore. I mean, I kind of feel like you gotta cut some slack for the producers and scriptwriters, I guess, because everything's already been done. And it's really hard to come up with new and fresh ideas on movies. But it really wouldn't hurt to see some more originality and in movies. Basically, for an example, is the same old horror movie. I mean, they're all basically the same. About like someone dies and then their spirit comes back to haunt somebody else. They're basically all the same, but just have different names. So yeah, again, it's just all cliche. And yeah, so my main point from this rant is that, in my opinion, I think that without Hollywood, our planet would probably be a better place. I mean, well, probably North America would, but would result from this more. But yeah, it would probably be a better place because us humans, we could probably find other means of entertainment than just Hollywood. And yeah, thanks.